1972. Electric and acoustic guitar and voice, bass acoustic guitar and voice, drummer, percussion, singing, mixer pult, technical something, tambourine, maracas, a couple tambourines. Maybe it's jazz. Last Autopsy album. Greg's wearing a Spectre Voice shirt on the cover. Gotta have that.
Stole my
Yeah.
I mean, it was very 70s, but
This shop's legit. Their dad is also.
Which section did you even find this in? You asked before?
No, in the New Arrivals.
That's awesome. New Arrivals.
Yeah. But I've asked like every Danish record store. It's like $1, right?
Peter Steele was saying that this was like a huge influence on Typo Negative, and you can definitely hear it. First album's also really good too.
What would I do with these shorts? If I had a butt, I'd put them in there. Is this crazy?
We used to do these super long tours when we were younger. It was a lot easier back then, less on the line, less. We weren't, maybe had partners, but we weren't married. I didn't have 2 dogs, and everyone has their things going on back home in a much more serious way than we ever did in the past. And grappling with what it means to be a professional touring band in this position is definitely a whole other mind game, and I think because we have toured so relentlessly for many years in varying degrees of comfort, myself and the band included, and the crew as well, to various degrees, we're pretty mentally fortified for all of that. There was a group of kids we met 3 years before that we took a photo with, who were super young, must have been 14 or something like that. Before this tour happened, my buddy Hal turned me on to this band called Nedgraft. We show up, 2 tons of rock. We're in the catering area, and these kids come up to us in corpse paint, all this stuff, and they're like, hey, you should come check out our band. We're playing at the Swamp Stage. And it was amazing. It was like mind-blowingly good. It just sounded like what it would have probably been like to see Behera in a mall in '93. And what I hadn't realized until after we watched them was this was the exact band that my buddy Hal had showed me, whose record I had listened to prior to going on tour. I was like, oh my God, this is that whole thing. It was really quite full circle.
Like if, because the albums they're so ambitious, but the production is so lo-fi, it's like if we brought it to like Manowar level stage production, where they're just like really celebrating what it implied and actualizing it. It's really crazy.
Over and out.
Job left. I mean, 6 weeks is a lot to ask any person to be gone for that time, especially with people who are professional, crew people, they have a lot of obligations, family life as well, so that's just part of the thing.
Yeah. Have a good rest of the tour. Have a good time with your family. If the other Dutch guy is pissing you off, give me a call.
I'll just spray some mayo on it.
Dude, on that tour, I would wear an immolation shirt and just like be walking around and be like,
Notice me!
like talk to me about immolation. No, not putting my tits out there. It's for immolation. It's for the t-shirt.
This is not about
This is
sex.
not about sex.
I was so relaxed and tired. I was like, I don't even care about I bought things that I didn't need to buy last time. I was like, oh, a bunch of Bo Hansen Swedish brothers. I was like, I don't even like this record. But I'm here.
Hey, but I'm here. Why
It is
not?
fun. I mean, I bought like my 4th Lord of the Rings Bo Hansen because it had the Rodney Matthews art, and I was like, because the Absolute Elves were fun. I was like,
Has the insert. You need the Rodney Matthews.
Dude, if they have the Squid CD, we gotta get that.
I bought a bunch of fucking Japanese pressed Steely Dan records last time.
You got that stuff, bro.
I did get that too.
We initially found it because Mikael Ackerfeld recommended it as one of his favorite stores in Stockholm. Every time we've went in the past, including this time, you can never have enough time there. I feel rushed no matter what because of how much insane shit is in there.
I need to check what's behind the counter where the disc is. The original one is a white label,
That's what I was gonna.
which is technically the first press. So I have to find out. This was also here last time. So.
Jazzy. Dude, this is a reissue. I didn't
I'm
even know
so
they
glad
reissued.
that you got this.
You'll get a real one someday, but this is 500 copies,
10 out of 10.
20
One of
bucks.
the greatest.
This is the cheapest
Steve
version of this you
Village's-
could ever make.
Steve Village's first band. They
Mag is on here.
did shows with Caravan back in the day.
Keyboard player from Egg.
Keyboardist from Egg.
This is one of my favorite records of all time.
It is.
It's very bloody condition. It's in the way that it's like structured.
This is one of those records that
It changed my life.
I showed this to the band, and this was like, I was like, this is like Blood Incantation style, but chill. You know what I mean? Because they like the riffing style is very in our world. Like it's.
I took too many edibles once before a flight, and this was on repeat, and I was just sitting there like, I was afraid of everything and everyone looking at me, so all I could do was focus on this record, and I listened to it like 5 times in a row, and I straight up felt like my brain was bleeding out of my fucking ears. It was insane.
I mean, the last time we were gone for this long, once I hit that 5th week, I just called my boss and said I'm not coming back. It was the last job I ever had. Yeah. That was 7 years ago. I just quit my job 5 weeks into a 6-week tour, and I was like, I'm useless to society now.
Yeah.
I can't go back.
Wow. Is that the Grateful Dead one? Yeah. How'd you do it? Japanese copy. I don't have that one. The art is so nice. Paul tried to get that one off me, I said. It's fucking amazing album. It's so good. Paul and Shane and I went to see Willie John Roth in Denver after the last tour. That's right, yeah. We like unloaded the U-Haul and went straight to the Oriental to see him, and it was insane. This one I just went for improvisational mood music for modern dream extensions. Oh, The World Becomes the World. Mm-hmm. That cover was just so good, and it was in the prog section, the like Italo prog section. So I did a Google, and it's just cool. Good work, Leah. It was a good one, right? Yeah. Have you bought records yet? No, I did it all at once. This is the big ticket. I like had a day in there for sure.
Hello everyone, welcome to Tuska Forum by Bleeding Metal 2026.
One of the ways that I feel it as a listener is that extreme metal music and psychedelic music, they both have the sense of somehow breaking apart my everyday sensory experience. Is that something that you find?
I think that's that fantasy, that's the escapism that's present in heavy metal culture. It's preoccupation with, you know, whether it's D&D or sci-fi or like medieval stuff or this like mystical Satanism, all of this abstraction from the day-to-day. I think that suspension of the disbelief is critical to both psychedelic music and extreme metal's flourishing dynamism of different subgenres and all the cultures that have developed within these different types of metal. Absolutely.
Yeah, and also I think of music oftentimes as, I've heard it described as there could be a perfume or an incense of a room, and ambient music oftentimes can be this kind of incense that you put into a situation that it will change automatically your experience with your reality. But extreme music does this really interesting thing where it can pull you immediately in and out, right? It can you can go deeply into it, you can listen to it, you can go to the show, you can have a part, you can party, but you can also engage with it intellectually, and you can also be with it in a way that will, kind of trip parts of your brain that maybe you wouldn't go to in other times. So I think what Blood Incantation is about is like combining those things and making it a seamless experience.
Have you had time for a record hall in Finland, and are you releasing a YouTube video of that? It's very important.
The last time we played there was right before we went to go in to record Absolute Elsewhere. And it was really nice to feel this kind of return, having some sort of something to show for it, all this time and energy and artistic passion that we put into this thing. And we returned to a bigger stage with an audience that was now familiar with our band and the material. The fest itself was beautiful. It was really nice to be in the woods, surrounded by nature after a super long run being in cities, and these kind of camping fields, to see a creek flowing by and just have some shade in the trees. And actually, I saw some pretty cool music that I had no idea what it was. There's tons of Finnish bands that are, big there. I saw this kind of midsummer style de-Antwoord rap hip hop fusion thing. I have no idea what it's called. That was cool. I saw some Neil Young style old rocker guy that everyone knew the words to, both young and older people. So it was very much their cultural stamp, which was awesome. And to be planted inside this thing, I was like, okay, cool. I guess they like us enough to have us here in the first place. So that's awesome.
You had to snap me back into reality.
And?
Have you done a bungee before?
No.
Terrifying.
I've never fallen that far.
Too scary.
And you're way up above all these trees, and it's
high as hell.
Yeah.
I bet from up there it looks also way higher than from down here.
100%.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Good times. I would do it again. Now you gotta take me skydiving.
Yeah, I will. I'm on my way up there, and he's like, "This is your first time?" I'm like, "Oh hell no! This is my fourth time."
What's going on in here?
Funke, keine Feuerstelle, gar nichts. Und wie sieht's bei dir aus? Es gibt reichlich Brennmaterial, aber nichts, um ein Feuer anzumachen. Das ist Ihre bevorzugte Nahrung.
Natürlich ist sie das. Sie hätten alles aussuchen können, was Sie wollen.
Es ist nicht mal gekocht.